Hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you beautiful, wonderful people in between, and welcome back to the final match of the North-South American Taiko Tournament New Year Edition Grand Finals. We have a very exciting match for you today between AuroraPhasmata, the undefeated 1 seed of the tournament, and the losers bracket contender chibamasu, the 4 seed. I am one of your commentators for tonight, Bronze Crank, joined by Luminite.
Oh yes, hello. I forgot that's when I'm supposed to talk. I usually intro. Hello.
So I think this is going to be a really exciting matchup. Aurora has really been dominant this tournament, only dropping 3 maps the entire tourney, but 2 of those were to chibamasu back in the semi-finals weekend. So I'm really excited to see if Chiba can once again take a bite out of Aurora here and try to stage something of a comeback. But it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, we have a bit of a grudge match here, as they're referred to when we see repeated matches. 6-2 was the original score, but that was back in the semi-finals. Looks like that is the semi-finals. Okay, I can do brackets. And these are also 2 former teammates of the last NSATT 2024. They were actually teammates. So what a great way to end this edition of the tournament. Former teammates battling it out for first place. Aurora attacking on hidden for some reason on the warm-up.
It is Aurora's warm-up. I presume Aurora knows what is to come here. Just your classic everyday 9-star warm-up map.
Oh, it's 9 stars. I didn't even notice that.
It's not 9 stars so far. I'm curious to see what happens as this map continues. This looks probably like high 7-star right now. I don't know, maybe I'm underestimating how fast it is.
Oh, just wait for the 1/16 bursts, surely.
Oh, no. No!
I have no idea that's what's going to happen. I'm just assuming there's a reason this is 9 stars.
It just hit us with like the Aether Ritual. It's got to be something like that to show up. I don't know, maybe the mixed 1/8s are enough to push it up there.
Yeah, I think that would. I don't think that push it to 9. I think we're gonna see something crazy for 9.
Yeah. So far, actually really close between these 2 players on the warm-up here. Even though Aurora has hidden, it's giving him just enough of a lead over Chiba. I do think, though, when it's 9 stars, it's probably going to be the difference of who has seen the map before, and that's probably going to be Aurora here.
Assuming that Chiba is sight reading, he's keeping up pretty well with Aurora here, but he is also playing with hidden. But you know,
yeah, only halfway through here. I wonder what this map has in store for us.
Something's gotta pop up. Surely, maybe all these snappings are 9 stars. I don't know. The star rating system is not great.
I mean, these are some longer 1/8s now. We're not just talking 1/8s triples. Maybe this could be 9 stars.
This could be it right here. Yeah.
I don't know. I cannot play 9 stars ever, so I have a very poor conception of what a 9-star map looks like, as opposed to like an 8-star map.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen some 8-star maps that are simply 1/4 maps at like 300 BPM. So
yeah, this is 190, so those 1/8s are 380 equivalents. Actually slower than the No Mod 4 this weekend. Back into Aether Ritual mode.
That's when you put the actual Aether Ritual pattern there, just for the sake of the team.
Alright, last stream here. If we're gonna see a big diff spike, it would probably be here. Or not. Oh! Oh!
That's a diff spike. No, I'll say
that's
it looks like what we saw earlier.
Yeah. So I guess this just is 9 stars. I don't know. Oh, that was a big one at the end, but it was DDKK. That is 2 like very similar looking scores, but Aurora with the hidden. Now on to Chiba's warm-up here.
7.8 stars this time.
Yeah.
What is the Texan flag? No, it's the same thing, except it's the whole side of Chile.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
I think my favorite story about similar flags is, I think it was at the first ever either League of Nations or UN meeting. Liechtenstein and Haiti both found out they had the exact same flag, just like a blue top stripe and a red bottom stripe. So both of them had to go back and change their flags by adding the seal of the country in the middle to differentiate them, because they just never realized that they both had the exact same flag.
Should be like a committee, right? It should be a committee about that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that's you can't use that.
And yet, Chad and Romania both have basically the same flag, and I think Monaco and Indonesia as well.
Why do you know this?
Geography nerd.
Chad and who else?
Romania. Look them up. It's the exact same red, yellow, blue.
What the heck? What is it, like a darker shade of yellow or something?
I think so. I think the blue might be slightly different. I forget. As do Monaco and Indonesia. I was scared when I said that one, because Poland has Monaco's flag, but just flipped upside down. I was like, okay, which one of them is the same as Indonesia? Anyway, there's a warm-up happening. Chiba has dropped a few 100s, Aurora has not. So far, very, very normal looking. Oh.
Some double BPM mapping here. Well, also, it seems like maybe the breakcore drums are actually at this tempo.
Yeah.
Giving it a closer listen.
Both players doing pretty well for themselves here. Chiba did find that break, though. But Aurora is going to trade the break back, so actually Aurora's going to find some huge... Oh. I think that was somehow like an exact trade between both of them on the chain miss. That lead stayed right in place. Chiba now with that 10,000 point lead here. Into this last drop. Oh. And this from Chiba. The lead's going to start shrinking here. Aurora's got to hold on.
Nope.
Aurora also finds a miss. The song title sounds familiar. Hold on. Oh, that's why it's non-breath oblique, but breakcore. Both players finding a big chain miss there. Only 3,500 points between them. I don't know what's at the end of the map. Oh, it's a spinner.
Two very easy warm-ups, if you ask me. I don't know.
True.
They're just like Kanton level, in my opinion. But all right, with
now
that,
we get into the match proper. No bans to start us out, though. Grand Finals weekend, you have to play the entire pool. No hiding behind anything. Two very close rolls there. Chiba is going to win the rolls, though. Chiba is going to elect to pick second.
Oh.
Very interesting. Going to take on a more reactionary role here. Aurora is going to lead us off. I think there's an interesting bit of disparity between these two players, especially the information they have about each other. For the last couple weekends, when the difficulty has really ramped up to his Grand Finals level, Chiba has played 3 separate matches, 2 matches in Finals weekend. Aurora only had to play the one against RJ, so there's a lot of information that Aurora has about Chiba that Chiba doesn't necessarily have the other way.
Well, I mean, even then, Aurora and Chiba are also somewhat similar players. They're both Bongo. They are both very proficient in mod, what made them such a scary team in NSATT 2004. So it's absolutely just, it's going to be very interesting to see what goes on here. Those warm-ups were interesting too. Pretty close performances on both of them, missing in the same spots. So it's just going to be very interesting to see exactly how this unfolds.
Yep. And Aurora going to pick DT2 first, the 278 BPM speed DT map. Chiba immediately responding, "You're an evil person." We love to see it. Both
Really
these players have.
Hard Rock 2 works this time. Not working today. Okay,
both these players have
Time 2 might also not be working.
Oh no.
Oh, let me ping them before it starts. So I can give the client a... Oh, they might have already have the command down, so we might have to give it a restart. Let me go ahead and pick this on the thingy. We have a very quality client here. I cannot do anything about that, unfortunately.
We love Tourney client.
Yeah, like that is just Tourney
how
client
well it works.
being Tourney client. Can't do anything about that. Give it a soft restart here. Turn that down.
Both these players
Go ahead, sorry.
did play DT2 last weekend. Actually, Chiba put up the higher score, but only by about 3,000 points. So I think this, despite Aurora's leadoff pick, this could be a pretty close matchup here on this map. Have to see how it shakes out here.
Would really like to see how it shakes out.
Yeah.
If
Tourney client will
it'd be
let
actually
us see.
fantastic if we could see that. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Really afraid now, hoping that the Hard Rock 2 issue does not occur again, because it will. Because I have a feeling both of these players can play it. Let's see.
Also interesting to note, this is definitely not Chiba's first very exciting match of the weekend. If you're following EGPS, you know Chiba just came off of a tiebreaker victory earlier today, so already having to deal with a lot of high intensity situations earlier. We are going to see the map.
It's not going to be the right skin, but I was able to get it to work.
We are seeing a pretty close matchup here. Both players are struggling quite a bit with the accuracy. AuroraPhasmata is finding a few breaks here, though, that are giving Chiba quite a bit of a lead here. About 30,000 points in Chiba's favor. Aurora's accuracy slips a little bit more, now below 94%. About a quarter of the map to go here. This is not a super long map. There's not a lot of time here for Aurora to make their way back, especially as Chiba does continue to find a couple breaks, but keeping the accuracy pretty stable. That is going to be the first map. Chiba is going to take a breakpoint straight away from Aurora here.
That I did not expect, but who knows how the next map is going to go. But that is already quite interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I think lower accuracy than we might have been expecting out of Aurora there. Possibly first map nerves here. It is grand finals after all. Chiba immediately going into the gimmick no mod 5. So this is an interesting pick here from Chiba. Aurora put up just an absolutely ridiculous performance on last week's gimmick pick, the very bar line heavy Yusha. But this week, definitely a different kind of map here. Chiba looking to see if Aurora is going to put up a shakier performance.
Chiba gave a great play on this yesterday against RJ. It was a single-digit misplay, I think.
Yeah, 6 misses.
That's what I thought. I thought it was 6, but I don't trust my memory anymore. So this is a strong pick. This is a very difficult gimmick, and Chiba nailed the hardest part of the map too, which was towards the end, which on stream, because of Barline, just looks like Barline hell, It's just like I can't see anything. It's the kind of thing you actually have to open in the client to understand. Chiba gonna take his time loading in. Press the panic button. All right, we're good. Has Chiba perfected this? He did say also in that match with RJ, he's actually FC'd the map before. So this is a strong pick for Chiba.
Yeah, both players making their way through these initial bar line sections. Aurora is going to be the first to drop from an SS, although I don't think we're going to be seeing anywhere close to an SS on a map like this. Although Chiba's accuracy was very impressive yesterday. Oh no. Come on, Turning Client, you can do it.
You got it.
Both players still holding on to the FC. Chiba has also dropped the SS, still holding a lead by a few 100s though. So far, so stable for both of these players. Both these players super, super competent at gimmick reading. Gonna take a lot to really trip them up. Now into some inverse bar lines here. Aurora's gonna find a couple more 100s there. Chiba continuing to hold strong, and Aurora does find the misses, breaking the FC. Chiba still holding on to it with ridiculous accuracy too. Aurora now easily on the back foot here, heading into this stream section. Those players do deal with it though. Chiba drops right at the end. Like, I'm just miscounting, I think, that mono into the finisher there. Pretty brutal, but Aurora does trade the miss, so not going to be able to benefit from it too much, but it's going to keep the lead relatively close here. Aurora needs another miss to come out of Chiba, though, to come back in this pick.
I can't read this part. I don't understand how anyone can read this.
This is just absurd.
Slider no gimmick with slider no distraction is absolutely crazy.
And then bar line gimmick with bar line distractions? Is that what I'm seeing here?
That is what you're seeing.
If I seeing Chiba also SSing through this section while Aurora finds a miss?
I was like, what?
Now some SV shining notes until the end. Chiba does come away with a 1 miss on this ridiculous map.
Just the mono taking his FC there. That's absolutely tragic.
Absurd play there from Chiba. Aurora snap picking directly into the hidden 2 though. Not going to be phased. Already down a breakpoint here, but lots of match to go, and Chiba is coming from the loser's bracket, so even if Aurora loses this match, Chiba or Aurora will still have another opportunity to take this tournament home.
The bracket reset, the feared bracket reset.
Head into the hidden 2 here. I know Shizuku. Both these players, I think, are pretty strong on hidden. This is a 261 BPM speedy map, though. These players definitely need to, you know, be on guard for 7.5 stars. Just the mechanics at this level, at this stage of the tourney, are so crucial to have down. Off we go. Aurora dropping a couple 100s early, not going to matter too much though, but with the kinds of scores we've been seeing on some of these single mod picks in Grand Finals weekend, it could still make a difference. We have seen FCs already on some of these maps. So, not this one in particular, this is the first time we are seeing it. Aurora now above 99 accuracy, though dropping a couple more 100s here. Chiba looking really solid so far, SSing their way through that 1/3, 1/4 stream there. Now holding this accuracy about halfway through the map here. Aurora not too far behind, but still within like 10 to 15,000 points here. Chiba does drop the SS. Still with a decent sized lead though. Aurora needs to see a miss or some kind of big accuracy drop here from Chiba. He does not want to get broken twice in a row.
This is one of our shorter maps, 1 minute 57 seconds. Already 1/3 of the map left to go. Chiba finding some misses at that 1/6 section earlier, but still holding remarkably strong
here. Into the final quarter of the map. Both these players looking strong. Couple more accuracy drops from Aurora. It's going to stretch the lead out to almost 20,000 points here. Some accuracy drops from both players, but Aurora dropping a bit more than Chiba as well. Now into the outro here, it looks like Aurora might be losing 2 breakpoints in a row. That is what is going to happen here. Oh, there's one last stream. That is what is going to happen here. chibamasu taking that ridiculous accuracy FC, 7/100s there. Going to go up 3-0 here in what could be a burgeoning upset.
So, you know, we start to entertain the idea of the upset now that we have a 3-0 lead. This is Chiba's pick, so the opportunity to move this to 4-0. Already halfway to the goal of 7 points, opening up at this point the possibility of a bracket reset. Now, that would be the first time we have a bracket reset ever since I've hosted this tournament, which I started hosting, at least co-hosting in 2018. So that'd be pretty significant. But as these matches go on, pressure mounts, picks run out. So it's something we can think about, but we gotta let the match run its course. Things really go crazy as the long-term matches go on. Chiba going straight to hidden 1. So we're gonna close out the hidden bracket back to back.
Yeah. And Chiba already put up a pretty impressive score on this map earlier this weekend, 12/100 FC, as well as last weekend also putting up a ridiculous hidden 1 score. This is definitely a map I'd say is in Chiba's favor. Aurora's got a pretty big hill to climb here. Definitely, I think, favored coming into this match, but now finding himself down 2 breakpoints, going to need to start finding a way back in here if he wants to prevent bracket reset. We've already doubled overall the amount of points that Aurora has lost the entire tournament. So this is already, I think, better than some people might have been expecting from this match.
This is closer than their semifinals match. So this is definitely taking a completely different path. I mean, I'm very excited now. This is I expected, I will say my prediction was 6-4 for this in favor of Aurora on the first time. So we're gonna see what happens.
So far, both players holding really good accuracy here. But Chiba, again, just out-acting Aurora by just a bit here. Still holding the SS about 1/3 of the way through. Aurora above 99, though.
Check. Just letting you know. Get a sound check. That was a joke about the song. I don't think it landed very well at all.
Can't hear the song is the problem.
Oh, that's right. I assume everyone knows Lubiter, or however the heck to say the name of the song.
Yeah, unfortunately, the audio isn't broadcast over Discord, so I cannot hear the
if you
song.
know how to use OBS and fix that, please let me know in the chat. Thanks. Spent hours trying to diagnose how that works. But anyways.
And Aurora does find a miss, though, so now in the 98s for accuracy, Chiba still holding an SS about 3/4 of the way through this map. This is just a ridiculous performance here by chibamasu. There's no way, right? In the grand finals match, chibamasu puts up, hold on, there's a little bit left.
My God.
A 1,060,000 plus a little bit in grand finals hidden 1. chibamasu really
is
really
happening?
showing up.
I mean, Chiba yesterday, his scores were cracked, so I expected cracked scores again today. But a double S is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous performance here. Chiba came to play, came to win from the loser's bracket is what it feels like. And Aurora's got some work to do here. Gonna start off with the Hard Rock 1. Matusa Bomber by Rahat. A sort of sequel to the Rahat song we saw last week in Hard Rock 1.
OD10, by the way. So
OD10, by the way.
is going to be really the name of the game for this.
220 BPM, 3 minutes long as well. 3 minutes of OD10.
Hey, there's a little break in the middle. Just, don't miss on the slower notes.
True.
In fact,
I would never.
I would go as far as to say the key to Taiko is just don't miss. If you ask me.
Many people are saying this. Chiba this time going to be the first one to find some accuracy drops here, although Aurora's not going to stay perfect for long either. There is a little bit of an early lead here for Aurora, making their way through this intro here. These players both looking consistent here, but not able to hold the highest echelons of accuracy.
I mean, yeah,
does
OD10.
do that to you.
Yeah. Hit it perfectly or get 100 is basically the name of the game here.
Yeah, especially as you have to make your way through like these different snappings. It's 220 BPM, you have to make your way through like these 1/8 doubles, these mixed 1/6. It's pretty tricky to hold accuracy here, but Aurora still in the high 98s here, now over 10,000 points in the lead. Aurora does really want to win this pick, I think. You really need some kind of momentum swing back in your favor from this position. About halfway through the map into this slow section here. Both players still holding on to that FC, but it's an accuracy battle at the end of the day, and Aurora's winning it by almost an entire percentage point. Now back into the action. Accuracy is pushing a little bit closer here. Aurora found, I think, a big accuracy drop right at the beginning of this drop. Actually, the lead's going to cut down to about 5,000 points, and Aurora's going to find a miss. chibamasu still holding on to the FC. Still with an accuracy disadvantage here, but only by just a bit. Aurora going to find another miss, though. That's going to increase the lead up to above 10,000 points here. chibamasu can hold on to this FC, but they don't. They do find a singular miss, though. The accuracies are pretty much even between these two players. Aurora going to find a string of 100s. It's going to push him more in chibamasu's favor. chibamasu now with a 10,000 point lead here. They need to hold on towards the end of this map here. Aurora finding another miss. That's going to push the lead up to about 15,000 points here. Aurora continuing to find 100s as well, falling apart towards the end of this map. Now 20,000 points in the lead for chibamasu, who's going to find a miss here, but it's not going to matter. They are going to claim a third breakpoint in a row from the 1 seed of the tournament. Absolutely insane.
Are we gonna have a bracket reset?
Oh my goodness. I mean, so far it's almost looking like Chiba is gearing up for a sweep here, which would be absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, I've never even entertained a bracket reset. For years, it's Janitor who's been dominating the tournament. And we might have a bracket reset. It's just what? This is foreign to the NSATT tournament. This has never happened in the years I've been a part of the hosting. Free Mod 2. Oh, a bop. Slacks is just a great artist.
I love Slacks.
When is Slacks gonna be
absolutely
FA?
banger.
We need Slacks featured artist immediately.
True. This is kind of the faster of the two free mod maps, 230 BPM, and I think some pretty tricky SVs, especially if you're trying to read it on Hard Rock. Curious to see what both these players go as. I assume we're gonna see modded plays on both sides here.
I
but
expect to see Hidden Hard Rock on both sides. I really do. It's really hard to play this with Hidden Hard Rock.
Yeah. We're gonna see Hidden Hard Rock for
Ooh.
Chiba. Only hidden for Aurora.
So
That
a
is
mod
interesting.
advantage to Chiba here.
Yeah, but I think this map is maybe a bit more anti-Hard Rock than anti-Hidden.
Yeah, it does
A little
lean
bit
that way.
tricky to say. So we're gonna have to see here. Chiba's going to have to navigate a much more difficult challenge than Aurora. But the points from the mod advantage could definitely come in handy here. Both players doing pretty similarly through this intro. Generally, when you're looking at a mod advantage, you need about 2 percentage points of advantage in accuracy to make up for the 60,000 points that the mod advantage grants the Hidden Hard Rock player. So far, both players absolutely equaling each other's accuracy heading into this first chorus.
This is one of our longer maps as well, 3.5 minutes, so there's time for things to go crazy if we find ourselves in a situation of misses. But neither player has found any of those yet.
No, barely any accuracy drops from both players as well. I mean, it is like the kind of map that you can get really consistent on. It's 230 BPM streams, but the SVs are going to trip up Aurora here. These kind of nasty overlaps to read with Hidden. So now chibamasu, not only with the mod advantage, but now the only one holding an FC, making it through that stream section.
That's really going to open up some score advantage as Aurora gets back up to the combo cap. Chiba maintaining a pretty decent accuracy, some 100s. But that mod advantage giving him a 37,000 point lead on Aurora from that miss.
Yeah, and it's only going to grow as time goes on here. Aurora needs Chiba to find some kind of chain miss here, which is possible. I mean, these are really tough streams to read with Hidden Hard Rock. And the thing with a map like this, like, you can find huge sets of misses off of one misread, but it's a thing that's going to need to happen if Aurora wants to win this point, and that's just a tough thing to hope for when your opponent is so comfy.
All right, here comes the second set of really difficult to read patterns that Aurora missed on earlier. Will Chiba make it through this one?
I'm like looking at Chiba's screen right now, and this just looks unreadable. I don't know how he's doing it. I just cannot comprehend this.
He made it.
He made it. A couple 100s and nothing. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. Last set of streams here. Now dropping some 100s and gonna drop a miss here. These are, I think, like the fastest SV-wise in the map. But Aurora does trade the miss, so the lead's staying in place right around 50,000 points here. And Chiba looks like they are going to close out this pick with just a ridiculous Hidden Hard Rock play, well over what Aurora could have gotten with single mod.
Chiba is at match point. What?
Chiba is up 6-0 right now. And No Mod 6 is the pick from Aurora. I think this should be a good pick here. No Mod 6 is the stream map of the pool. Last weekend, Aurora put up an absolutely insane score. And Chiba put up a pretty good score as well, but it was just the sheer accuracy from Aurora. Very hard to beat back then. Now up to 220 BPM. We'll see if Chiba can match up to that level of consistency. or if Aurora can start trying to, you know, pull some momentum back here, prevent a sweep into bracket reset.
And we got the most quality background of the entire tournament for this pick. This is also the first time this match, where we have seen the players play no mod on a normal map. Everything else has been the gimmick and a bunch of mods. So how will the no mod bracket go? Let's find out.
Right away into the streams here. Very slight. I don't think that's an actual advantage for Chiba. Now down 1-100. I think that might have just been like the ever so slight desync that Tourney Client has. But it is like literally within 100 or so points between these two players. Another 100 there dropped by Chiba though. God, it is so close. The super high combo of a 4-minute long death stream map really kind of lowering the amount of points you can be ahead of the other player just off of accuracy.
I don't understand how people play a stream. In about 5 seconds into a stream, I just start hitting notes at the same time. Like my hands just can't do it. It's not a thing. I don't understand how this is easy to people.
That's the way I feel about speed maps.
Oh, speed is easy.
My hands just don't go that fast.
You just gotta go faster. I don't know what to tell you.
Chiba now down about 2,500 points here. A good handful of 100s behind. Aurora is just that ever slightly bit more consistent on maps like this. But a few 100s dropped here by Aurora. Chiba's gonna trade a couple of them. And the lead actually does go back up after that string of 100s there by Chiba. So now back to about 3,000 points here. We're only about halfway into this map. There's so many streams left to go for both these players to navigate. Another string of 100s here by Chiba. The lead's going to move up to about 5,000 points. Aurora staying solid and consistent now. Both players still holding really good accuracy, still holding these FCs. Any miss here especially would be so huge.
Oh my.
Oh! On what? A miss on what, Aurora?
Is that gonna be enough? I mean,
I don't know.
It looks like it might.
There's still an accuracy advantage on Aurora's side that's holding off the lead for now, but a 100 there is going to flip over the lead.
No!
But Chiba finds a huge chain miss there. The accuracy advantage and the combo advantage goes back over to Aurora. Now by about 10,000, 15,000 points, chibamasu finding another miss. And that's a much more significant break than Aurora. 20,000 points is the lead now. Plenty of cushioning space there as we get into the last quarter of this map. On a map like this, it is not over until it is over. Chain misses can easily be found by either side, flipping the script in a second. Both players have seemed to calm down again, both of them getting back to consistency. The stamina wear and tear surely wearing down these players by now, but we're into the outro sections here. We're holding that 20,000 point lead steady. Have to hold our breath until the end of this map here. But it looks like Aurora might have done it and prevented the sweep by chibamasu, taking his first point of the match. But lots to go here. Chiba still at match point.
It is now his pick. This is Chiba's chance to close it out for the part one. Part one, at least. He's going for the hidden hard rock, which does not surprise me off the end of that insane Fremont 2 play.
Yeah. You've seen some really crazy hidden hard rock stuff come out of Chiba this tourney. And, I mean, this match. excited to see how this stacks up here.
Okay, we are having another issue. Why?
Uh-oh.
Why does the tournament client refuse to just download maps? I mean, it's just sitting here with the title of the map and not downloading it.
I love Tourney Client.
Let's hope what I did a second ago still works. I had to import it manually and restart the client. Let's hope that works. It didn't work for Hard Rock 2 yesterday, so that was not fun. Boy, I just love Osu.
I know, I'm humming Lunaticon. I'm forgetting how Sugar Lolly goes.
Just repeat sugar free over and over again. That's pretty much how it goes. Okay, let me change the skin this time. Okay, we got it. Why? Why do I have to do... Oh, I forgot to change Chiba's. Okay, well, you did a split screen this time.
Oh.
Let me swap the screen real quick because...
There we go.
Yeah, okay, we're good.
Okay, looks like Aurora found an early miss here. And a little bit of an accuracy advantage over to Chiba, but it's only about 10,000 points here. The accuracy is now evening out with a couple 100s there from Chibamasu. The lead under 10,000 now. Aurora could come back here, but he needs Chiba to find some kind of miss, some kind of string of 100s, some kind of mistake. Both players so consistent at hitting Hard Rock, it is going to be tricky into this next section of streams here.
God, that pink is just so ugly when you're trying to read it.
Yeah.
All right.
Through that stream section.
Yeah, some 1/3 before our long 1416 stream. This is going to take place in the third PI. We are staring down the barrel of a bracket reset here.
Yeah. Unless Chiba finds some major mistake towards the end of this map here in this final stream section, Aurora will have to face the bracket reset. It looks like Chiba gonna have to hold nerves here, hold everything, but it looks like Chiba will do it.
My God, we've done it, ladies and gentlemen.
You're forcing the bracket reset here. 7-1 for Chibamasu. This is unprecedented in this tournament.
What do I need to do? Well, first of all, I think the thing is going to shift to the winning screen, which is true. I also need to update the challenge, and I need to make an announcement. What? So it was 1-7. Holy crap.
Yeah, AuroraPhasmata really not having faced any difficulty all tournament, suddenly coming to blows with just an absolute monster of a competitor here with Chibamasu winning the grudge match. But in order to win this tournament, Chibamasu is going to have to take another game against AuroraPhasmata that will be starting up within the next 10 minutes here.
Yeah, so we've never had a bracket reset. These two players will get a 10-minute, up to a 10-minute break if they want to. Chiba opting to take a break, at least part of it. Aurora City's impartial, so we will be kind of just chilling here for a little bit. You know, just taking in the fact that we've made history, kind of. Gonna have to reset the map to the board.
Yeah, now the second time this weekend, Chiba's gotta have to play 2 matches for one tournament. So, in very different situations, I suppose.
Nope, that is the wrong tab. There we go. Okay.
So what do we think?
I'm just in shock. This is after years, you know, of janitor wins, and then we take a long hiatus. We come back 2024, the first time we've done teams of two, Oakley and Fox through winning that edition. Oakley winning the 1v1 that takes place at the end. And then here we have a very special one-time only edition of this tournament. And two people who played on the same team in 2024 as well. I mean, there's so many things that makes this crazy. Aurora taking the match against the two earlier 6-2 fairly decisively, given, you know, these two players are very close, very similar. And here we are. Chiba winning 7-1 by an even more decisive margin than their semifinals match. And marking the first bracket reset since 2018. And I want to say ever, but I don't remember exactly that well. Pretty sure all those other editions Janitor won pretty decisively as well.
This is just so interesting. I mean, I don't know here if, you know, if Aurora has some kind of strategy change you can put in, some kind of maybe shaking off nerves, shaking off jitters that could really start netting an advantage against Chiba that wasn't available in the first round here.
Yeah, bracket resets are interesting because both players have more information, right?
Yeah.
Granted, coming into this, Aurora had more information because he saw Chiba play Arc. Now both players have more information, but it's also a game of stamina. That match took about 45 minutes, so they're going to be here for another 45 minutes, at least, if it goes the exact same in between. So, playing these tough maps on stream, you got nerves, you got stamina, you got pressure. I mean, it's just, there's so many things that go into a bracket reset that this is crazy.
Yeah. It is. Oh my goodness. Like I said, it's gotta be a switch up in strategy. We've seen now Chiba looking really strong, especially on these Fremonts, on these hidden hard rocks. Maybe it's not even like you can't change your bans up because there are no bans. You have to change, I guess, what you pick into here. Aurora has seen maybe the things that don't work, so maybe we're gonna see more no mods come out this time. Maybe into the easy pick, but I think Chiba has an advantage in easy over Aurora. It's tough. It's really tough. When you've seen what you lose on, you know, what is there for you to win on? Or if you think that you can outperform what you did the first go around.
I am very interested in how similar and also how different are these two going to be. Are we going to see the same picks in the same order? Are we going to see the change in strategy? Or Aurora's like, okay, you know, something Aurora could take out of this is he did beat Chiba on No Mod 6, which is the only non-weird mod pick that happened that entire match. Will Aurora dip his foot deeper into the No Mod pool this time around? That's something to consider. Or are we going to see the same mods that we just saw?
Yeah. I think Aurora's going to be more hesitant to pick into the modded pools this time around. I think we are going to hopefully see the rest of that no mod pool, but Chiba can just keep sticking on with what they were doing, you know. The hiddens were going really well, the 3 mods and hidden hard rock were going really well. Looked absolutely killer on that no mod 5.
Also, someone has asked us in chat how our day is. That was a while ago. We were still trying to process the whole bracket reset thing. Like 90% process now. My day was good. I had work today from 1 to 4 because I work like after school thing, so it's not an hour. That was all right. Kids were not too bad today. Sometimes they're really bad. But today was pretty fine, I suppose. So I came right home. I played some Overwatch. And then my match ended right at 5:50. I was like, well, it's time for NSATT. And now here I am. So that was my day. Been pretty good. I'm hungry. That's the only bad thing I can say is right now I'm hungry. But otherwise, pretty good.
I'm tired. I'm always tired.
Yeah, that's like a permanent state of being when you get older, because you're just tired. Alright, looks like Chiba is getting ready again, so you can check his offsets.
Yep.
When he comes back, he might be ready for round 2.
The true last match of this tournament.
Yeah, it all ends here. There are no more resets after this. We're gonna have a winner and a loser after these set of points. The winner of this tournament will walk away with $40 USD, a profile
Probably
badge,
not.
which we are still, I cannot ship. I don't think also it'd be useful if Chiba wins for me to ship an envelope for $40 US. I don't think you can really make use of that in Chile.
Give 40 Chilean pesos. Surely worth the same amount.
Yeah, exactly the same. They will walk away with a profile badge, which we are working on. Hopefully that will be done this week. I've given our artists about a week in time to get that ready. And a physical trophy. We do those here at NSATT. So at some point, whenever we get that order and international shipping does its thing, assuming Chiba wins, or Aurora, if it's Aurora, he will get it a lot faster. Chiba will have to wait on international shipping, customs, and all those wonderful bureaucracy things that we have to do in the world. So those are what the winner can look forward to. The second place recipient will get $20. And RJ, our third place recipient, gets $10. You know, the way I look at that is free lunch. That's the way I look at that is.
True. Also, I checked 40 Chilean pesos is 4.2 cents.
Okay, so we're not sending him 40 pesos.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, I don't think that's really
It
cool.
would be mean.
Like,
it would be mean.
That would be not very nice, I think.
Was that for like 10 grams of salt?
Yeah, 10 grams of salt. Hey, that's 10 grams. That's a lot.
It's like 10 meals.
That's enough for seasoning on at least one meal. 10 grams. That's actually a lot of salt now that I think about it. Maybe it is more like 5 to 10 meals, depending on how salty you like it. How much is 1 grain of salt? How much is 1 grain of salt?
10 grams of salt is 1 3/4 teaspoons.
Okay, maybe that's actually not enough salt for a full meal then.
I guess it depends on the meal, how salty the food is. Oh! Chiba's back in the lobby.
Also, a grain of table salt is 0.06 milligrams. Or,
okay,
60,
so it's
or 60 micrograms. So there's that.
It is plenty of grains.
It's many grains is what we're getting at, yeah. Alright, looks like we're ready. Looks like we took just about 10 minutes on that break. Here we go.
We are off into the second round here.
We're going to see the rolls once more. Will we see a different order? Aurora with 83.
Gonna be tough for Chiba to beat that.
But he does!
Oh! Insane rolls. So Chiba again gets to decide whether they pick first or second.
Wait, did I make the announcement?
No.
Oh my god, I'm throwing.
Chiba is going to pick second once again, so Aurora now going to make the first pick here. Needs to find a different strategy into this match. And starting off with DT2 once again.
So far, same order as before. So far, this time we'll get to see the whole map, because I was able to fix that issue, thank God. Let me correct that. This is Aurora's pick, not Chiba's. There we go.
So last time we saw Aurora really struggling with accuracy on this map. That's what gave chibamasu the win, despite Chiba finding more misses. Gonna see if the accuracies can be improved on either side this time. Yeah, Aurora had 94.15 AC at the end of the map there, so I think definitely something that can be improved, but is very tricky on a map this tough.
Oh, I forgot to change the skin. I'm throwing. At least it's not hidden hard rock, or see just nasty pink. That's all we'll see.
I love the giant yellow flashing circle.
No, it's giving Chiba a buff, I promise. The default skin. Oh.
Chiba going to be the first to find a miss here, but it's early on, and the accuracy advantage already showing itself here. Aurora once again struggling with accuracy on this DT2. Not quite as low as last time, but still low enough that Chiba is able to maintain far above a 15,000 point lead here, despite the combo difference.
Yeah, so one of the great things about missing early in the map is that period of time where the opponent is at a higher combo, or if it's a combo tap, it makes it a lot smaller. So as Aurora, if I miss now, the cheetah's
it is traded. Traded by a couple misses, but the lead's still hanging around 25,000 points here. Aurora needs more to happen to Chiba. That's another miss.
He's maintaining his accuracy, and Aurora's gonna miss now.
And shoves it so high. Because Aurora, again, finding so many accuracy problems on this map. Below 94 AC here. Chiba still holding really strong. Actually outdoing his accuracy from the last match. Aurora finding another miss there. The lead could continue to increase in Chiba's favor. Looks like Aurora once again unable to find a point on his first pick. Chiba starting off with the break point, going up 1-0.
So far, rewriting history. So this is exactly how we started our non-bracket reset match. Is that we also started getting into the discussion of mindsets when things go on this long.
Yeah.
This has got to start becoming very like a cloud. A cloud is, I feel like, has to start forming. Like, even if you are the most positive person in the world, it is tough to play a match and then another match right after that.
Yeah,
and
especially...
Go ahead.
Yeah, especially with how difficult these maps are, the stamina's going to start draining. And especially if, you're in Aurora's case, the amount of momentum you have just feels so negative. You have to find a way to fight against that.
Yeah, and I think this is in a different order. We're gonna see Looper.
Yep.
Was this the second map, or is this picked earlier this time?
This was Chiba's second pick last time, so it was the fourth map last match.
A little bit sooner this time, so we're seeing something different.
Yeah, well, this is a map that Chiba SS'd, so...
Will we see the double S?
There's no shot. There legitimately no way.
I believe in it.
If Chiba is able to SS this map twice, I don't know. I gotta quit Osu.
Well, don't do that.
I'm laying it all on the line. Aurora now essentially tasked with matching a possible SS here, seeing the performance that happened last map. Aurora last time didn't put up too bad of a performance, but did find a couple of misses and some 100s as well. score actually flickering a little bit between these two players, and Aurora is going to be the first to blink, does find a 100. Chiba still holding on to the SS, just under the halfway point here. Aurora now finding a huge string of 100s and a miss there. I think misreading the rhythm of that pattern here on the slow section. Aurora, unfortunately, now out of this map. And now I think all eyes just on Chiba, still holding the SS here, making their way through this slow section. There's just no way.
I refuse to say a single word.
There's just no way.
I'm not even, nope.
Chiba. It's almost 7 stars, 256 BPM. The slow sections are so brutal to read. There's just no way.
No!
Chiba does find 100 in the last patterns of the map. Oh wait, hold on. In the last patterns of the map. Not going to repeat the SS. Is still going to score above 1,060,000 though.
One 100 this time.
Good lord.
Oh.
So we are seeing something different here. The easy pick coming out from Aurora. We are finally mixing it up a bit. Now, Chiba has put up some terrifying easy scores. Chiba put up a really good one last weekend. Aurora did find a little bit of trouble on that map, even though he still managed to win that pick. But now, possibly some reading stamina gone here. Some stamina gone. Gonna go into this 7-star easy map. And this is gonna be a challenge for both these players here to work out.
So we got a boppin' song for Easy this week. Love that we have rap music in the featured artist log. But the beat on this song goes so hard. I usually don't even like rap music, but this song is too good. Also regarded as possibly the hardest map in the pool because of easy shenanigans and just the pure mechanical difficulty of the map as well.
Only 140 BPM. How hard could it be? Surely.
Yeah, just single tap everything.
True. Chiba is the first to find a 100 here, but it's going to be matched by Aurora dropping a few more. Now it's going to give Chiba an early accuracy advantage here. About 5,000 points in the lead. And Aurora going to find some misses as well. Fortunately, not looking like a super strong pick for him as Chiba continues to hold this super high accuracy FC.
How do you not hear this and just want to like bop your head, man? This part? Oh yeah. Chiba finding a miss, but retaining his extremely high accuracy of 99.2%. It's only going up still.
Yeah. No, this is just brutal right here. Yeah, Aurora looking like he was trying to switch stuff up here, but just I think unable to really play this map super well at the level needed to beat someone as strong at easy as Chiba. Chiba does find a big string of 100s there on that mono.
Yeah, these monos being really not the bongo player's cup of tea, to say the least.
Yeah. Oh right, both of them are bongo.
Yup.
Yeah, Chiba going to slide in here for a comfortable win despite these misses towards the end. That's going to be a third point, 3-0 now for Chiba, 2 break points. Yeah, really starting to hit hard for Aurora here. seems like there's nowhere to go in this map pool that Chiba can't follow.
I brought this up during the break. I'm wondering, are we really not going to see any no mods? Are we going to continue just to see mod after mod after mod? I would say that's an interesting decision, especially since they weren't even played. No mod 1 through 4 were not even played last round. At least it's like a Hail Mary. Like, let's find out how it's going to go. I would definitely expect to see it happen at some point.
Chiba
now,
going back to the pool here.
Yeah, for now, it's Chiba's pick, going back to the gimmick.
At no mod 5, Chiba's already put up a couple really strong scores on. Still looking for the FC, though. Aurora needs to put up a really, really solid score here to contend. One more time, or Chiba says.
He's got the FC this time. Last time playing this map ever.
Yeah, last match this was not too close. Aurora ended up finding some pretty bad chains of misses towards the back half of the map. I'm gonna see if he can improve this time around. And off we go. Aurora right away finding a few accuracy drops. Nothing major though. The lead's still quite close between the two players. Chiba still holding on to perfect accuracy here, but very, very early. Aurora dropping below 98 now, but finding a miss as well on that ninja finisher. That's going to be pretty brutal. The lead now going to go up just under 20,000 points. Chiba does drop the SS, but still holding on to the FC. Aurora probably needs to see an untraded miss out of Chiba here. But based on what we've seen come out of Chiba so far, that's gonna be tough. Into the inverse bar line sections. Chiba gonna find another batch of 100s and a miss. So that's gonna bring the lead a little bit closer, 10,000 points and under now. The accuracy advantage is still in Chiba's favor.
A new miss. He did not find that miss on the first playthrough.
No. A little string of 100s there. The accuracy lead.
Chiba nailed it this time.
Accuracy lead just a little bit closer though. This last section so difficult to read here, especially with the nerves these players must be feeling. Well, 13,000 points is the lead here. Any big miss or accuracy drop could instantly flip it over, especially with how fast you gain combo during a gimmick like this. Both players FCing through that section, but Aurora misses on the transition to the bar lines. Chiba now with a more solid lead. Aurora once again finding batches of misses in this brutal bar line section. Into the final section here, Chiba does find a miss on the Shining Notes, but it's not going to matter. Chiba once again pulling out a very low miscount play on this gimmick map. Another very solid performance to add to his collection.
Back to No Mod 6. We're seeing some of the same script we've seen last game.
The No Mod 6 was the one pick last match that Aurora managed to find a win on, putting up a ridiculously high accuracy performance. A great show of consistency. I think that Aurora is kind of known for. I would not be surprised to see a repeat performance here, but both players going to be a bit more tired now. I wonder how that's going to factor in as well for a map that kind of requires you to stay locked in and stay strained the entire time.
This would mark the second NSATT in a row since we've been back, which was 2024, that Chile wins if Chiba takes this. Chiba being the third place in NSATT 2024, again, both being Fox 2024. Chiba will start the Chile streak in NSATT, which does raise some questions as to how they will perform in TWC this year. But we will talk about that tournament when we get to that tournament. For now, Fallen World Take 2.
Chiba going to find the first 100 here in this slower intro. And we're going to get right into the streams here. Another 100 there from Chiba. It's going to be a lot of incremental things happening here. Not expecting to see huge misses based on what happened last time, at least not till the back half of the map when these players are more tired. Aurora also going to drop the SS, but still maintaining an accuracy lead. We are seeing a very similar story play out here. Just the slightest difference in consistency between these two players, giving Aurora this very small lead here. But we saw last time around, this was also decided by some misses that cropped up between the two players as the map continues onward, as their fingers get more and more tired. And I wonder if we'll see the same things again. It's only 3,000 points separating these two players. That's well within the realm of a miss.
Last time this was played, both players found misses in different spots.
I wonder if we'll see that happen again.
Will it happen again, or will this come down to accuracy?
Yeah. Now, well over 1,000 combo in. Both players still doing really solid, but again, the accuracy lead in Aurora's favor. Now about 4,000 points. But a couple 100s there dropped by Aurora. Going to keep the lead from growing. Still about 4,000 points though. Still a good batch of 100 separating these two players here. Just the level of consistency is ridiculous. Another 100 trade there, lead staying at 4,000. I think this is a section we saw Aurora miss on last time, the very kind of strange, uncharacteristic miss, but Aurora this time easily making it through that slow part, back into the death streams. The 1-6 reintroducing themselves here now that the players are tired enough to possibly not deal with them as proficiently. The lead has slipped down just a little bit though, now into like the 3,000 mark. Aurora finding another batch of 100s here, the lead now down to about 2,000 points. Chibamasu holding on a little bit better as the map winds down. Now the lead's only about 1,000 points. Chibamasu does drop another 100. The lead expands out to about 1,500. Once again, but AuroraPhasmata is going to find a huge chain miss there. That's 10,000 points in Chibamasu's favor. A quarter of the map left to go and still holding on to the FC. Now holding on to an accuracy lead as well. 15,000 points in the favor of Chibamasu. Chibamasu going to need to hold on here though. We saw Chibamasu find some pretty bad chain misses last time. They're going to need to prevent that happening if they want to take this point away, but right now they are the ones in the driver's seat. They are in charge of their own destiny here, still holding on to the FC as we head into the final sections of this map. Into the break, both players taking a deep breath here. AuroraPhasmata knows that he's probably in a hole here. Chibamasu, no clue what Aurora's score looks like unless they decide to peek, which is kind of unusual. Chiba needs to make their way through this last death stream, but they look so comfortable, so confident, so in control here. I don't think they're going to find a miss. I think they are going to find a 5th straight point, and that is what they find. An FC for Chibamasu go up 5-0.
Wow. So a flip of the script here. This being Aurora's one and only point in earlier. Now Chiba winning this. It is his pick. This will be his 6th point. Are we going to see something new? Are we going to see Free Mod 2? Are we going to see Hidden Hard Rock? Let's find out.
I think Fremont 2 would be a really solid pick here from Chiba. I think it would make a lot of sense based on the performances we saw last match.
It's always fun to see or to hear slacks as well. So there's that.
There is that. But the world is your oyster right now if you're chibamasu. You've just won, 12 of the last 13 maps you've faced. Doesn't feel like there's any way you can go wrong here.
Yep.
And we are going to see Fremont 2. Shout to a very small part of the Fremont 2 background being chroma keyed out.
Oh, we love chroma key. See, the thing about chroma key, right, is I tried turning the similarity way down, but then if I do that, the transitions on the client look really, really bad. Because the neon green will just like overlap everything for a second, so it's a balance we have to strike with the chroma key.
Yeah. So we saw Chiba take Hidden Hard Rock on this last time, put up a really, really impressive score. Aurora not going to go Hidden Hard Rock, so Aurora again taking the hidden here and hoping that Chiba, performs worse than last time. Chiba last time put up a score high enough that a hidden SS would not have outscored it. So we're gonna have to see if that story repeats itself.
I would love to see the FC. I would love to see it.
Yeah, Hidden Hard Rock on this is so brutal. But in FC would be insane, but I think if you're Aurora as well, you keep in mind the possibility that these streams are so difficult to read on this map with Hidden Hard Rock that there is just a good chance of a big chain miss from Chiba. And if that happens and Aurora is able to maintain consistency on the single mod here, then, he can just take this point away from Chiba. Map picking up here. Chiba did find some accuracy drops early. Aurora now also dropping the SS, but with a decent accuracy lead here, though. Chiba is still well above that 98% mark that you would need to fall behind in order for Aurora to take this if they both FC. And as we saw last time, both players FCing is absolutely not a guarantee. To this first stream section here, these overlaps so brutal, especially with Hidden Hard Rock. Both players making their way through it really comfortably. Aurora SSing through that section with Hidden, really impressive, but Chiba still holding really high accuracy, still holding the FC with Hidden Hard Rock. We have a couple more of those sections to go before he can lock it down.
99-4 on this right now is crazy.
Absolutely insane. I mean, we're seeing crazy plays from both sides. Chiba with the 99-4 FC, Aurora 2 100s.
This is ridiculously hard to mod in general. Both of these players at 99 is insane. And then, there's a trade-off, right? The overlap is a little bit more brutal to read on Hidden. And there's not as much overlap on Hidden Hard Rock, but then the time you have to react to what's actually going on is like 50% smaller, so...
Yeah, and you have to deal with OD 9.8 on Hidden Hard Rock, which is just brutal. We're about to get into our second section of overlaps here. Chiba dropping some 100s, but Aurora is going to be the one to find a miss. Chiba still holding on to his combo here. Now Aurora in a very dire situation. Oh my goodness. Chiba still holding on, still above 99 accuracy, still on the FC into this finisher section. Oh, the nerves have got to be hitting him right now. To this final stream section here. 100s continue to drop. The accuracy now below 99, but the combo still holding strong. Aurora finds another chain of misses, but Chiba still FCing, still reading through all of these. I mean, it's not even overlaps anymore, it's just this like final burst section. Oh my god, there's no shot. There's just no way, Chiba, you monster.
What is this man? What? I mean, there are no words for it. What is he doing?
Absolutely ridiculous score. Now at match point 6-0. The final pick for AuroraPhasmata, the DT1.
Possibly the last pick. We always have to keep that open. That possibility.
So this is an interesting pick here. I think this could be a good pick for Aurora, despite his trouble getting good accuracy on the DT2. Chiba also found a decent spot of trouble on this map against RJ earlier this weekend. So I think Aurora might try to take advantage of that, but this is very tough.
All right, here we go. Chiba is 1 point away from being the winner of the North and South American Taiko Tournament New Year Edition. The only time this will ever happen, because I'm not doing tournaments twice a year anymore. Not ever doing that again.
Yeah, Chiba put up 967k earlier, or 962k, sorry, earlier this weekend. So definitely a very beatable score if Aurora's able to hold well. But we've seen Aurora have trouble with DT accuracy this match. And if he wants to stay in this tournament and keep this hope alive, he's gonna need to patch that up a bit. But so far, the accuracy lead is well in Aurora's favor here. I'm gonna slow down here, get a little bit techier. Chiba's holding right around that like low to mid 96 range. Aurora is gonna drop below 97 here. The accuracy lead slowly evaporating here. And now it's all tied up, and now it has flipped over to Chiba's side as we get into these faster sections here. Chiba now with about half a point of accuracy in the lead. Aurora finding another chain of 100s, now about one entire accuracy point in the lead.
Oh.
Chiba is going to find the first miss though, so that's going to stem the bleeding here from Aurora, but Aurora needs to patch up this accuracy a bit in order to take full advantage. The lead still staying right around 10,000. The accuracy lead continuing to grow here. Aurora continuing to drop more and more chains of 100s. Despite the combo disadvantage Chiba is in, his lead continues to grow as he continues to stay consistent, but that's another chain of misses, and that one's more significant than the last.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. AuroraPhasmata
Go ahead.
swept in the bracket reset. Chibamasu wins 7-0.
The winner of the North and South American Taiko Tournament New Year Edition, Chibamasu, everyone. Everyone give him a round of applause in your chairs at home.
Holy moly.
An absolutely well fought victory for Chiba. I mean, those scores were insane. He must have really poured a lot of effort into practicing this pool, and it paid off.
Yeah.
The first bracket reset in NSATT history, and sweeping Aurora on the bracket reset as well. Now, luckily for us, the players are down to play the tiebreaker at the show match, so we do have an awesome tiebreaker this game, and also sort of tradition to see the tiebreaker. So let's see it. What would have happened if either of these rounds went to tiebreaker?
I would have lost my voice, that's what would have happened. 5.5 minutes, 240 BPM. This is a crazy, crazy song, crazy map as well.
It's got a little bit of everything for everyone. I think the only thing it's really lacking is like what you would refer to as traditional tech. But really a 5.5 minute varied map. Very difficult map, obviously, as a grand final tiebreaker.
Yeah, this is a I think this is also a song that you may recognize from some other Grand Finals tiebreakers as well. This is a very popular tiebreaker style song, first used in the Beat Saber World Cup back in 2022.
Very fun game, Beat Saber. Yep, highly recommend.
We are getting into it here. Both players electing to play no mod here. I believe it's no mod unless they tie, right? And then
That would be correct. However, this is a show match, so if they wanted to use a bot, they could.
yeah, just put it on Hidden Hard Rock for the showcase. Why
Yeah,
not?
why not? Yeah.
So far, both players holding the FC. Chiba with a bit of an accuracy lead here, but certainly not anything insurmountable. Through this slow section here. God, this would be so intense if they got to a tiebreaker. Both of them look very confident. And some 100s and a bit of a batch of misses there in that stream from Chiba. So now Aurora gonna have a lead by about 5,000 points here. That's gonna grow as Chiba makes his way up to combo cap. But Aurora and Chiba actually both trading misses here on this stream section. The first super hard stream section here of the map. Aurora gonna find another miss here, but Chiba tanked accuracy quite a bit. So Aurora still holding on to a pretty solid lead here, about 15,000 points as Chiba finds another miss. That big mono, though, going to hurt. Aurora finding a miss, but Chiba does trade. Now into a slower section here. Fun times. Both players. Oh, I was gonna say both players making through this pretty unscathed, but Chiba is going to find some misses there as well. So now about a 20,000 point lead for AuroraPhasmata coming out of that section. Back into the meat of things as the map speeds back up once again.
Only halfway through, by the way.
Only halfway through. Big 1-6 there, not fooling either of these players. AuroraPhasmata about 28,000 points of the lead. Both players get to see each other's scores here. Be a bit of cruel irony for Aurora to win this show match. Although it's, I think, more likely that Chiba has not practiced the tiebreaker than the rest of the map pool.
I wonder if either of these players practiced it. I would think they would. I have a feeling they both feared each other equally enough to entertain the idea of tiebreaker.
You know, you never know how much time each player has to practice any given map pool, especially if they're in multiple tournaments at once, or if they have...
AGTS!
I wasn't gonna say it out loud.
It's okay, I'll say it.
Now back into the swing of things. Big streams here to navigate. Still 30,000 points in Aurora's lead here, but that could change very quickly on any kind of chain miss. Both these players, I was gonna say the stamina of 2 matches in a row not wearing down on either of them here, but Chiba does find another chain miss there, lead ballooning to about 40,000 points now as Aurora continues to hold well over 1,200 combo now. Chiba finding another set of misses. This is a really solid performance from AuroraPhasmata on this tiebreaker. Showing that he, despite the loss here, he's definitely no slouch, especially when it comes to, you know, pure long consistency based maps like this. big mono there. Both players gonna make it through it though. Some doubles, some 1-6 to make their way through. Both these players so stellar. 60,000 points is the lead for AuroraPhasmata, and 60,000 points is going to be the victory here in the show match for AuroraPhasmata. Bit of a consolation prize there at the end of a hard-fought, but unfortunately unsuccessful match for him.
And that concludes the tournament. Chibamasu taking our first place spot. Again, walking away with a profile badge that will be announced to everyone in the server sometime this week. $40 US, not Chilean pesos. And a physical trophy, which we will also send to Chiba relatively soon. However, you know, international shipping, that could take a while. But it's on the way at some point. Thank you all. Thank you, Bronze Frank, anyone that commented. All my mappers, all the referees, anyone that worked on this tournament in any capacity. Thank you so much for making this much smoother than 2004. A relatively smooth tournament overall, some hiccups, but went pretty well. Very happy, and that's it. So there are going to be some major changes in 2025, which I will announce on the server. Not going to take too much more of anyone's time. But yeah, we will see you, hopefully, players, spectators, staff, for NSATT 2025, which should be about 5 to 6 months from now. Until then, thank you everyone for playing, for helping with the tournament in any capacity whatsoever. Thank you again, Bronze Crank, for being here for this final match. And that's it. We're done.
Woo!
Have a great night. We will see you in 5 to 6 months.
Adios.
Bye.